This is a short demonstration on how to use the new GPT AI features in the Career Planning and Development's SkillsFirst resume module. These features can help you strengthen and tailor your resume and cover letter to your target position, increasing your chances of being recognized as a top candidate. We're going to start the demo from the Career Planning and Development's homepage. Next, I'm going to click on the blue Skills First button. For this demonstration, we'll be using the made-up account for a fictitious student named Henry. I'm going to scroll down so that we can see Henry's personal galleries that organize the different documents he's created in the system. Next, I'm going to click on the black Resumes button, and then I'm going to scroll down so we can see the list of Henry's resumes. And he has quite a few in the system, but we're going to select the BS in Business Administration resume for this demo. So I'm going to click right on the title of the resume, and then I'm going to scroll down so that we can take a quick look at his resume. So we can see that he has a summary that describes who he is as a professional. He states he's energetic, organized, and goal-oriented, a retail industry professional with advanced customer service skills and a commitment to make every customer interaction an opportunity to build brand loyalty. We also see that he states that he is enhancing his leadership and management skills by pursuing a BS in Business Administration, and he states that he has a strong interest in advancement into a management role. He includes his technology skills, his education, some additional training that he's completed, and he has select coursework completed. And then he has his professional experience, and he's currently a team lead for the customer service department, and previously he was a customer service associate. And then he also lists some volunteer experience and memberships and affiliations as well. So I'm going to scroll back up, and I'm going to scroll up here so we can see the blue GPT AI button. So next, I'm going to click on the GPT AI blue button, and I'll scroll up so you can see that there are 7 GPT AI features that SkillsFirst has labeled steps 1 through 7. All of the steps except for step 5 require a copy of a job description to run the analysis, which will compare Henry's resume to the job description. So step 1 will analyze his resume and the job description for keywords. And step 2 will analyze his resume and a job description to compare his experience to what is on the job description. And step 3 identifies any skills gaps that he may have. And step 4 will analyze the resume for fit with the culture of the organization. And step 5 will do an overall evaluation of the resume and provide suggestions for improvement. Step 5 does not require a job description to run the analysis. And then step 6 and 7 offer suggestions and sample questions to help Henry prepare for interviews. So next, I'm going to demo steps 1 and 5 to get you started. So I'm going to click on step 1. And for this step, we need a job description. So this step 1 is going to analyze the job description for keywords. So we have to have that copy of the job description. So I'm going to grab that copy. And this is a job description for a management position that Henry is interested in applying for. So we're going to paste that job description right here. And we can take a quick look at it. So it's for a manager position. They list the qualifications. And so we're going to go ahead and then we're going to click on Submit. And it'll take approximately a minute for the GPT AI to run the analysis. So we can see that it's processing it. And while we're waiting for the analysis to be completed, I want to give you a quick reminder that the analysis can only run on resumes that have been created using one of the many templates in the system. So let's take a look at the suggestions and recommendations that Henry received. So the first one is retail experience. So Henry might want to go back to his resume and make sure that he's using the word retail. I think he's used it once. He might want to include it a bit more often. Training others. I know he has some training, but he might want to emphasize that as well in his summary. And then he's got interpersonal and relationship building skills, written and verbal communication skills. So he might want to go back and highlight maybe a report that he's done or something related to his written communication skills. And he doesn't have management experience yet, but he might want to mention that maybe he's managed some projects, and then the computer technology. He definitely has that section, so that's great. And keyword is collaborate with others, so he can go back and check his resume to make sure that he has included any collaborative projects that he's worked on. And then work independently, and then key holder. I don't believe that he has key holder on his resume, so the key holder is the person who opens and closes this the location. So he might, if he's ever done that, want to go back and definitely add that. And then ethical standards, he might want to state something about that as well. So it gives a pretty comprehensive review. So I'm going to click on Done. And then what Henry would want to do is go back and analyze and take a look at his resume and make any appropriate changes. So next, we're going to click on the step 5 feature. And here, this is going to be an overall review of his resume. So I'm going to click on that step 5. And this one, we don't need a copy of a job description. So I'm going to click on Run GPT Analysis. And while we're waiting for this analysis, I just want to remind you that to only use suggestions generated from the GPT AI tool that accurately reflects you and your experience. So now we have a list of recommendations and based on the analysis. So spelling and grammar. So it's telling us the resume appears to be free from spelling errors. And it gives some suggestions. Use of first-person pronouns. So best practices in terms of resume writing is not to use first-person pronouns such as I, me, and my. So it's checking for that and telling Henry that he effectively avoids the use of first-person pronouns. And then it gives him some suggestions regarding readability and clarity, consistency and capitalization and abbreviations, and identification of achievements and quantifiable results. And it states the resume does highlight some achievements and quantifiable results, which is excellent. Specifically, the bullet point, recommended improvements to workflow that resulted in an 8% reduction in the wait time for customers is effectively quantified the highlights of a direct impact that he's had. And then it says emphasizing more achievements in this manner could enhance the overall effectiveness of the resume. And then it gives some overall feedback as well. So I'm going to click on Done. And what we want to do is wrap up the demo But before we do, I want to encourage you to run all of the GPT AI steps on your resume. And there are also some GPT AI steps in the cover letter module as well. So take advantage of those. And lastly, thank you so much for viewing the demo.